get right into it. SmackDown.
I got
the final boss.
My champion.
Yeah. About that. About your champion. We got words for your champion.
You didn't like that the final boss was final bossing? That's what you asked for, right?
That was not the final boss.
I run. Oh, this is another version of the final boss, baby.
No,
this is boardroom boss right here.
We got here with it. First off, can we just start with the intro? First off, can we start with the intro? All right. Lil Wayne.
I just smelled it. Sorry.
The block is hot mix with the Rock intro.
I didn't even hear that it was Lil Wayne.
Look, I heard it immediately. And as soon as I heard the broadcast live, I was like, what you doing? What you doing, Dwayne? And then it just go into the doom, doom, doom. I'm like, listen here, Def Rebel, I take back everything I said about you. Keep your contract, sir. Keep your contract. I'm so sorry that I disrespected you by saying that you need to go.
I don't even think I caught it. I'm listening to it again.
Oh my goodness, man. It was like, oh, that intro.
Cinema.
Woo! So Rock knew what I needed. But we got a lot of announcements, of course, and we're going to talk about one of the announcements a little bit later, which is, of course, the announcement of WrestleMania 42 going to New Orleans in the Caesar Superdome. I didn't realize they changed it from Mercedes now, but it's the Caesar Dome. And again, we'll get into that just a little bit, but very interesting segment because the final boss was jump roping between babyface and heel.
Okay. And he is the only man who can do that. 1 minute you're cheering him, the second you're booing him. It reminds me when he went Hollywood Rock the first time, he was like, maybe you want to wait. He told the crowd, maybe you want to wait to hear what I have to say before you decide whether or not to boo or cheer the Rock. And the fact that he's the only person within a span of a promo, you can cheer, you can boo, and you can cheer again and boo again. A puppet master of promos, man. A puppet master of the crowd.
Yes. Only man I know that can tell you got an STD and you still cheer for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey. The Rock is here, though. The Rock is here.
It's like, boo.
So, honey, because I know you were live with the watch along. And if y'all don't know here on the Kayfabe Podcast, you can always go on the Women's Wrestling Talk and check out Honey's watch along with it, which is Honey Night SmackDown. Go check that out if you're watching SmackDown. Don't watch it alone. Watch it with Honey. Catch those crazy expressions, the shock, all of the emotions along with the WWT community as well. But before we get to the final boss calling out a certain champion, before that, how were you feeling, honey, about the final boss?
Before that, I was okay. I'm like, yes, as you guys said, final boss is final bossing, talking his smack as he only knows how, rightfully. And I'm looking at it and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? He has every right to do this because this is also a show that's named after his slogan. This is something literally that he could created with his own mouth. Without even realizing it. And at this point now, he's the TKO board of directors, and he's literally the final boss. He is a full extension of what he was and took it and made it even bigger than we ever thought. I'm not mad about anything. What that the announcement, all of that, and then he said it wasn't until he called someone out that I started having a problem. Because my problem isn't Dwayne. Everybody knows I am one of the biggest advocates for Dwayne The Rock Johnson, especially the final boss, especially against this man. But I don't know if I enjoyed the interaction between the two. I will say the one thing that shocked me the most with that was that this was one of the rarest times where I've seen Cody speak only one sentence and be absolutely speechless. Cody usually always knows what to say, what to rebuttal with, what to come back with. This time he was shell-shocked and had nothing to say. But why did it take 25 minutes to get there? Why did it take 25 to 30 minutes and a scrapped women's match that was advertised throughout the night to get there?
First off, not only advertised through the week, canceled, brought back, and then scrapped again.
Like, I wasn't sure how to feel about that, because it was like the excitement was there, and then we got to this part, and yes, The Rock is one of the very few people that have the skill of being able to jump rope, being a babyface and a heel. That is without question. But Rocky, you was babbling and rambling and saying the same thing over and over. And then you said you wanted a brother. Then you said you wanted the belt. Then you said you wanted Cody to be your champion. Not really sure, like, with these vague and cryptic kind of sentences or sentence fragments, I will call them, because they sounded like half sentences, if you ask me. But this was not the delivery of making that final boss offer. I understand where we're going, but I'm just saying there was a lot of runaround. It was kind of like, with the adrenaline, the excitement, I'm like, oh snap, we're in New Orleans again. Oh snap, The Rock, blah, blah. And then we got here and I'm like, I got drained. Literally, the chat got drained out. The energy completely changed. We were like, well, why did it take all that to get here? Like, we could have easily taken this announcement and call out on a nice long Instagram promo, like he was doing all last year. I would have easily taken that. Not so much this.
So David Cox in the comments, that's the exact thing I thought. I thought this could be a corporate champion sort of thing.
Exactly. I know where we're going. We're trying to rebuild a modernized version of what we've seen in the past. McMahon Austin, McMahon Roman, Triple H and Randy Orton, Triple H Cena, like all kinds, like with the authority and the board, like the board. I get it.
Yeah, but you got like the thing that,
but the delivery wasn't delivering.
The thing that separates what you just said from that is like they're on week to week to week. We don't know when The Rock's going to show up again. So Elimination Chamber, but on a week to week basis, if this corporate champion sort of happens or this corporation authority happens, he's not there week to week to keep it going. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out. Did he seem, here's, and this just might be me being a super Rock fan, right? Any minutes that we give The Rock in a WWE ring, whether it's him babbling to get to a point or him switching from babyface to heel, I'm going to enjoy it, because we didn't know he was coming back. And when we heard he was coming back, what happened? We all went over there and we watched. And
yes, I'm afraid that he's becoming a money draw, like just that, and that's it.
But at least there was something planted. There's enough vague and cryptic things within his promo to be like, all right, I need to watch Elimination Chamber and see what happens from there. Because Elimination Chamber is what, March 1st? So next Saturday?
Yep, literally next Saturday.
So we got a week to sort of see what Cody says, or if he says something in between now and then about The Rock's offer to become my champion. Like his,
I can only imagine the dilemma that you must be going through, being that you're the people's nightmare and all.
This is probably why I enjoyed it so much, because I'm just looking here, and Cody said one sentence, but it works for me. Like it again, this is just me being a biased fan of both of these men, but whatever they have cooking up, I'm ready to see what happens. With delivery kind of all over the place, sure. You got to go out there and deliver like WrestleMania is coming to New Orleans. You got to get them hyped for that. But then it did go into a point of like, okay, are we back into final boss mode or still in Dwayne mode? And yeah, he bounced back because he can do that. He's the only guy on the microphone who I know or have seen in my lifetime who could do that. Maybe a Ric Flair is the second person. but it made me curious to see what this leads to from Elimination Chamber and the results of Elimination Chamber, because Cody's gonna know who his opponent's gonna be, probably. But I don't know if they'd hold that for this whole offer for the last segment of Elimination Chamber, which would be interesting. But this is all to get to Cody's title for WrestleMania for that match. So a lot of implications, a lot of storylines that could happen. I didn't mind it, man. It's the people's champ and the people's champ in the ring, you know?
Let me just say, for all of y'all that are throwing out babbling and all of this stuff, you should be ashamed of yourself, because this
cinema,
the buildup, the suspense of the whole segment. And I know what y'all about to say, and I'm gonna say like this: if CM Punk ass can talk for 18 minutes and don't nobody bring that shit up, you let the final boss stay as long as the fuck he want to stay.
Cut all the matches.
And if I'm being honest, it's a double-edged sword with this. One, this definitely goes into what I brought up on WWT Live's Fridays Live about women's division and the booking. This is definitely a prime example of what I was talking about. But also, too, the double-edged sword of it, I'm tired of seeing Naomi versus Liv. Why do y'all keep booking those matches all the time? I get it. They're in a tag team rivalry. Give them somebody else. Why couldn't Naomi go up against Zelina and Liv Morgan come out and sit ringside just like Charlotte Flair did? Why do we keep getting the same match every single fucking week? It's either her or Bianca Belair taking on Liv Morgan or Raquel. I don't need it every single week. So that goes back to that booking. So I was glad that match got scrapped, because I'm tired of seeing the exact same match over and over again, or Naomi versus Chelsea Green, or Bianca Belair versus Piper Niven. There are more people in there that you can go bring in each week that could have gave us a match. And also, too, shout out to Selena Vega's vignette, because that shit was phenomenal.
Baby.
Y'all keep
coming
champion this year for damn show.
It ain't over till she says it's over, and y'all putting the damn title on her in 2025. I do not want to hear this.
Yeah,
but back to the final boss. You let the final boss cook as long as he cooks. See the problem.
If you watch me that watch along, I was like, okay, what we talking about, Dwayne? Get to the point. Because
y'all are a hot pocket. Y'all a hot pocket society. Y'all some Chef Boyardee kids. Throw it in the microwave 2 minutes and you ready to go. No. This man was cooking chili
in your mouth,
cornbread, letting the beans and the meat set with the Zatarain rice, and it was good. This man touched another grown man's face and said, "I want your soul."
Yeah.
Oh my God! That man went, "I want that." He said, "You want my top?" No. I want your soul.
Councilman filled with the Holy Spirit, and it's not even Sunday.
Oh my!
And if anything, if you were lost during the middle of it, at that line, you can hear the crowd too. The crowd utter the same O's that Will just did.
Also, I like how the crowd ain't shit, because they were also saying "sell your soul." Sell your soul. Sell your soul. I was like, yo. Yes, man. That man
is mine.
Yo. He was Shang's sonning him.
That man.
For real.
I like what you did right there, too. I like what you did right there. That man said, Vince ain't ever even said nothing that cold before. We've had Vince give us lines. I ain't never felt chills like that. This is what we're seeing now. This man set it out all on the line. The owner of TKO said, "Nah, bro, you in charge.
You right.
Let's get to it. Let's not get twisted. I pay the taxes. You run this place." And the man literally just gave him a contract from hell. Said, "Yo, you here? I got $500 million. I'm the most searched man on the planet, and I want to get you there." And we all know Cody Rhodes wants to be that. This man, only thing he didn't do to really sun him fully was fix his tie.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
If he'd have done that, we'd have shut the club down. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I'm glad I got all 26 minutes of it. It's okay if he babbles. And look, and even with the babbling you saw, The Rock's mama, Cody's mama, this man was setting it up. He still hit
his bullet points.
He hit all of them. He said, listen, I can tell you when we're gone, me, your daddy and my daddy up there looking down their friends. When we up there, our kids are good. I brought you to the Moana 2 premiere. Let people know. Billions of dollars. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
You was like, yo, he's the money draw. You fucking right, he's the money draw. Big money. Big
Goosebump money.
Goosebump money. R.L. Stein bricks.
But all right, like I said, he was repeating himself too much.
Look, CM Punk do that every week. He say the same shit every fucking week. How I am the best in the world. How I will overcome and persevere. I'm gonna go to eliminate. That nigga say the same shit every
week. Sami Zayn does that more than CM Punk.
Both of them,
honestly.
And he ain't never complained about them. The Rock come drop cinema for 26 minutes, and we
sitting here like we won't talk. Will talk? Go ahead.
I'm not
preach.
Like I said, it's from my view. I'll probably watch it back again, but I was doing a watch along and I was like overly hyped. But it just took at least for me and for my view to get to me. Like I was just like, I was just like, okay, that could have been the beginning of the night. It actually didn't much end up making me care too much about the match that was going on at the end, which sucks because I was.
You know how much no one cared? WWE didn't even post it on Instagram. It was Rock post show. They didn't even post that match, nor the match afterwards. Why? No one cared. I didn't watch it. I cut it off. I was done. I was like, well, SmackDown's over. That's how I told myself, executive producer Paul Levesque, and it went off. I didn't watch the last two matches. Didn't need to. Because this right here, I still got heartburn from all of how much I ate yesterday.
Okay. I'm looking at Bose's comments too. Because he's been talking about like how long it could have been, almost like to the point it could have been in an email about this. I'm like,
y'all voted too fast.
Yeah, like what's the like? We see this guy maybe 4 times a year, more recently than before.
We wanted that's why we wanted like I'm not saying that nothing didn't happen. I'm not going to say that. Like that, first of all, that's a double negative. So, but I'm just saying, like, it just took a minute for it to grab me. I guess, like, maybe I wasn't prepared for this to go down the way it did.
Were there expectations of something else other than this?
I think so.
Expectations were that.
I think so.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and let me speak from how we do on Straight Out of a Comic Book. We had to learn our lesson with that because we will watch shows and we will overhype ourselves on what's going to happen, what they can throw in, how it's going to go, what they're going to put in. And then when we get to that last episode or we get to the end of the movie, it wasn't that. It was paced out right, but we didn't get all this stuff we overhyped ourselves for. Because I know everybody wanted to hear, oh, I'm going after Roman, or oh, I'm going after your title and this stuff. It's like
no, I don't.
I'm saying you.
I know. I would have liked that, and I was just saying, because I was talking about that last night too. Like I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but I was expecting more out of this. Continuing from Bad Blood from last year. Not really bad blood, but I mean literally when he beat his ass. But
so then let me paint a picture. Just hear me out. Let me paint a picture because I'm finna use Honey's words against her.
Oh man,
you wanted the final boss.
Yeah,
let's paint this like a comic book, okay?
Okay. I can speak comic book. I'm
Yeah.
I'm good for it.
So The Rock went from this vicious beating Cody's ass with a belt, tormenting on the mic, and then Roman loses. The final boss has a psychotic break and dives deeper into the character. See, now we're not going to use brute force. Now we finna play chess. We finna Lex Luthor this thing. So he befriends Cody Rhodes, even uses his mama to meet his mama, becomes friends. They share Terramana. They go to the Moana premiere, gets deep into Cody's life. Now he's in his head because they friends. TKO, they got the same vision with one another. They see the path. They want to build to a better tomorrow. Now The Rock has him right here. But The Rock is still pissed at what happened. He can't let that go, so he devises a plan. He has now got his hooks into Cody Rhodes. And for Cody Rhodes to succeed with what he wants after becoming his friend and learning everything that he wants, his hopes, his dreams, his desires, his determination, and now he puts the gate there. I can get you there, which we all know. People's Champ can get him there. But you have to give me your soul. If this isn't the next stage of the fight, this is Mr. Sinister Darkseid final boss. Do you know, and just to what AJ Ortiz said, do you know the emotional roller coaster we're about to see with Cody? I'm talking black suit Superman. Cody is about to come out because Cody isn't going to know what to do. Cody is going to have to question all of his morals, all of his determination, because if y'all think tribal combat at WrestleMania was the only thing The Rock could do to him, imagine what happens when he tells him no. And the arsenal of the final boss is unleashed onto Cody. This is what that promo showed, and I needed 26 minutes of that to get me ready.
All right, that's going to be our clip for this, because I'm going to take that as soon as we get off here and post that. Because I smiled through that entire thing.
I'm so with that. I'm so with that. And I get it, because that's also how we get to our Homelander Cody. Mm-hmm. The Rock will be the thing that creates Homelander Cody.
Cinema.
I fuck with it.
The Rock is about to do a movie.
I'm sold. Listen. Maybe, like I said, maybe I just need to watch it again. And I want to watch their last interaction from that last Raw when he was saying the last thing The Rock literally said. And you know what? You did use my words against me because I've been repeating this and I've been wanting the continuation to this. But he said, yours and your story might be finished. Yours and Roman's story might be finished, but ours has just begun. And I need to. I'll be watching.
Get your face out in front of the microwave and smell what he's cooking in the pot.
I'm down for that.
He even got some honey in it, so it's not so acidic. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And we also know that The Rock will be wanting his answer at the Elimination Chamber next week. Yeah, and it's I'm upset because, if you're watching this right now, we will be having a pre-recorded episode next week because unfortunately I will be out of town. Not unfortunately, I'm going to do something dope. So I will be out of town. So it will be a pre-recorded episode. But we're going to talk about probably doing a live the following week after this.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, so we can talk about this fully. But he is said to be there at Elimination Chamber March 1st. I have no idea what's going to happen.
I don't know what to expect anymore.
Elimination Chamber just went up, though. Let's just say that. Stock has went rise, and Toronto is getting fed. And all I know is this. Y'all better start bringing that same energy to Atlanta, New Jersey.
My God, man.
Okay.
We got a nice stadium here.
Y'all. SummerSlam, we got one job, y'all. I was trying to state, y'all got one job.
I'm no disrespect, but Toronto don't deserve this. Y'all got people not knowing hotel room numbers, thinking they area codes.
Oh God,
people don't deserve this. I'm throwing it out there. Your people do not deserve this.
Because this is what third time in New Orleans in like
12 years.
12 really? Years. Oh my God, man!
I think this is like what, the 8th PLE in the last 2 years in Toronto. Like, hey, we like wrestling too over here.
Well, I would love to have WrestleMania here in Atlanta. That would be that. We've been waiting. I've been waiting since I moved here. And nothing.
I think that's definitely possible. I mean, there is New Orleans next year.
It is. So we shall see.